Good morning, children. Today we'll start with the new lesson of science, air, water, and weather. Children, we have learned about the properties of air in the second standard. Yes, what are the properties of air, children? Then can you all remember the properties of air? Can we see the air, children? No, we cannot see the air, but we can feel the presence of air. We can feel the air. Yes, we can feel cool air, hot air, breeze. Yes, and the second property is air is present everywhere. Yes, air is present everywhere, in every place. Okay, in all the places air is present, but we cannot see that air. Can we see the air, children? No, we cannot see the air. Children, we can feel the air, but we cannot taste it. Yes, in all the places air is present. Yes, but we cannot see that air. Children, we can feel the air, but we cannot taste it. It is tasteless and colorless. Okay, air has no taste and it has no color also. Air has no color. Okay, so which are the properties of air now? Air is colorless, air is tasteless, air is present everywhere, and we cannot see the air, but we can feel the presence of air. That is, we can feel the air. Okay? Children, air is not stable. Yes, it moves. Yes, and that moving air we call as wind. Moving air is called as wind. Children, when air moves, the moving air we call as wind. Okay, there are two activities in the page number 106. Okay, first activity is tick the things that wind helps in doing. Okay, they have given some images. We have to observe and tick those images in which air or wind helps in doing the things. Okay, for example, first image is of hot air balloon. Okay, first image is hot air balloon. It is hot air balloon, or it is also called as parachute. Okay, and it needs hot air to raise up. Here in the parachute, air helps this to fly or raise up. Okay, so take that as correct. Okay, first hot air balloon you tick as correct for that image. Okay, observe the remaining images and tick correct for images in which air is used or air helps in, and cross the image in which air is not used. Okay, and the second activity is the duster is an important piece of equipment at home. Why? Ask mummy and write down. Children, you have to ask your mother that why we use this duster at home, for what purpose we have to use this, and write down and send it to me. Okay, write about it and send. Okay, children, if you don't clean the things or floors, walls at home, what will happen? It looks very dirty. Yes, the dust will sit on the things and it looks dirty. Yes, so we should clean the things daily and keep our home clean. Okay, then from where does this dust comes? Dust comes with the air. Okay, the dust comes with the air. Moving air carries that dust, and also air carries germs and viruses also. Okay, air carries dust, germs, and also it carries viruses. Okay, which causes diseases for us. Okay, air carries dust, germs, viruses, pollen grains, which are not good for our health. If we breathe that air which carries germs, dust, viruses, then it causes diseases like influenza, and this influenza virus spread through the air on dust. Children, all living things on the earth need air to breathe. Yes, without air we cannot live. If air is not there, then we will die only. Animals, plants, human beings, we all need air to live. We need air to breathe. Okay, and we animals breathe in oxygen. Yes, and plants breathe in carbon dioxide. Yes, if you cover your mouth and nose with a kerchief tightly, what will happen, children? You will feel suffocation. Yes, because we will not able to breathe in air. Yes, so all living things, they will not live without air. Okay, if you cover leaf with a wrapper in the evening time, what will happen? Leaf will dry because it will be not able to take in carbon dioxide. Yes, it will be not able to breathe in, so it will dry. And in plants, breathing process mainly takes place during night time. Okay, if air disappeared from the earth, our earth would become a dead place. It will become a whole dead place. And air contains many gases. There are many gases in the air, okay, or in the atmosphere, like nitrogen, neon, hydrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide. These are the gases present in the air. Okay, we take in oxygen, yes children, and we breathe out carbon dioxide. We breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. Plants take in carbon dioxide and they breathe out oxygen. So there is a balance of gases in the atmosphere. Yes, because of this, there is a balance of atmosphere in the balance of gases in the atmosphere. Children, now we'll see about water. Children, in the last class we have studied that our earth contains more than 71% of water. Yes, or more than 70% of water, and we get water from rain. Yes, we get water in the form of rain. Rain is the only natural source of water. Then from where we get the rain, children? From where this rain comes? We get rain from the clouds. Yes, clouds are made up of water drops or ice crystals floating in the sky. Clouds are made up of water vapors, water drops or ice crystals floating in the sky. Then how these clouds are formed, children? Then how these clouds form, children? Clouds forms from the water vapor. Okay, these clouds are formed from the water vapor, and these water vapors change into water drops or they change into ice crystals. Okay, now you might think that from where does this water vapor comes? Yes, now we'll study this formation of clouds in detail. Okay, see children, first the sun heats the water present in the rivers, lakes, ponds, seas and oceans. When the water present in this heats up, then hot water takes the form of water vapor. Okay. When the water present in this heats up, then the hot water takes the form of water vapor. Okay, when the sun heats up the water from the rivers, lakes, ponds, seas and oceans, the water heats up and it takes the form of water vapor. Okay, and the process of formation of water into water vapor is called as evaporation. It is called as evaporation, children. Okay, the process of change of water into water vapor is called evaporation. Okay, here when sun heats up the water present in these areas, what will happen? The water becomes water vapor. Okay, and this process is called as evaporation. Okay, then what happens? Then the water vapor goes up in the sky. Okay, this water vapor goes up in the sky and these water vapors forms clouds in the sky. In the atmosphere, children, this water vapor changes into water drops or water crystal. Okay, that is they forms in the form of, they becomes in the form of solid or liquid. When the water vapor goes up in the sky, they change into the water vapor change into water drops or water crystals. Okay, and this process of changing of water vapor into water drops or water crystals is called as condensation. Okay, this process is called as condensation. Condensation means, children, the process of change of water vapor into solid or liquid form. Okay, and when these clouds cool down, it rains and again water returns to the ocean. Okay, see children, the water vapor goes up in the sky and these water vapor changes into solid or liquid in the sky and they become clouds. Okay, they will be in the form of clouds. The formation of clouds takes place with this water vapor and they change into water drops or water crystals. Okay, and this process is called as condensation. Okay, and when these clouds cools down, it rains and again the water returns to the oceans, rivers, lakes, ponds and seas, and this process continues and this process is called as water cycle. Okay, and the gases present in the atmosphere takes this water vapor up in the sky. Okay, the gases takes this water vapor up in the sky. Okay, water is very essential. Yes, we need water, animals, plants and human beings, all we need water. Yes, without water we cannot live. Without water we cannot live also. The water vapors are present in the air only, in the atmosphere. Okay, children, when you keep juice bottles outside from the freezers, after some time or after 2 minutes you will see drops of water on the outside of the juice bottles. Yes, since air is everywhere, when hot air comes in contact with cool air, it cools and condenses on the cold surface. The process you will see in the water cycle also. This process you will see in the water cycle also, that is condensation and precipitation of water. Okay, when hot air comes in contact with the clouds, it cools and it rains. Okay, now children, you will complete the activities from page number 106 and you will send me. Okay, thank you.